Hey guys, how's it going? As promised on my Instagram stories, this is the making of my track, My Turn, a step-by-step process of how I made the beat. I hope you guys enjoy.
Put a lot of work. It's my turn.
So first of all, when I was creating My Turn, I had no concept, direction onto what I wanted to create. I usually do that. I usually try to look for a concept or some way that the beat can match with my lyrics, whether it's deep, hard, just energetic. But I pretty much freelanced this track, just had a lot of fun doing it. And as you can see, how energetic and really pumpy and hard the track is. So yeah. So as I do with all of my beats, I like to start off with the drums, the kick, the snare, the clap, the hi-hats, percussion, and then lead on to pads, effects, and other sounds. Let's do the kicks. It went like this. Now the snare, what I did was I combined it with a clap so it sounds a little bit more punchy. The snare by itself sounds like this. And combined with a clap, see how it gives it a little bit more punch. So straight after the kick and the snare combined with a clap, I went straight into the pattern, which is the sound that's pretty much behind all the drums and all that. So this is what the pattern originally sounded like. But once I applied all the filters and also the reverb, it turned into this, which is what you hear in the track. I thought I'll give it that grimy, muffled trap sound. Now, my favorite part, or should I say everyone's favorite part, is that before I applied distortion onto it, the 808 sounded like this. But once I applied the distortion onto it, it sounded like this. Halfway creating this beat, I came up with the idea to make a paced kick, which will give it a build up to make it more uplifting and energetic. You might hear it before the hook even starts. It's a combination of the kick, the 808, and the pattern. Now the kick was like this. The 808. Also the pattern. Combined together. Moving on, at some point when I was creating this beat, I felt that the beat was a little bit too dry, so I added some background claps, which went like this. Also, an effect that I thought that I should apply. You might not hear it on the track, but it's in the background. It gives it a little bit of more of a reverb onto the hook, which went like this. It's called droplets. If you don't have a yup or a yup or a, you're just not doing it right, bro. So what I did was I applied a yup, but I pitched it down to make it sound a little bit more grimy. You'll hear it before the verse even starts. It goes like this. I then applied percussion. It sounds a bit destroyed, a little bit distorted as well, but I liked it because it went with the theme of the song, with the pattern as well. As you can hear, it sounds pretty destroyed. But it was very grimy and I liked it, and it went well with the track. So if you hear some of my tracks, I rarely leave the verses empty. Usually add a riff or some kind of instrumentation just to give it a bit of life. Don't want it to be sounding very empty. I like to add a little bit extra instead of just letting it be a kick and a snare. So I applied an extra clap, but this sounds very different. But yeah, went like this. You'll hear it on the first verse and the second verse. When you hear the first verse, for a few bars, it's just straight out 808s. Then I jump in with a kick. But before I even jump in with a kick, I applied a kick roll, and I also applied a bit of reverb to make it stand out a little bit. And it goes like this. You're probably hearing me say, build up, build up, build up. Way too much in this. But that was the plan, halfway doing it. So I applied this other piece as well. I did it on the pre-hook. So once the pre-hook is going through, you kind of feel this tense, uplifting vibe. So I did apply the most infamous and famous. On the second verse, there is no 808s onto it at the beginning of it. I applied the kick, and I also applied an effect that you might have heard on one of Drake's songs. I think his album Take Care, which is this. But what I've done was I looped it, and I also applied a few filters onto it, so it sounds a little bit more different and not just basic. Last but not least, most importantly, of course, I applied a crash right after the pattern that I used from Drake. It's also when the kick drops with the 808, and it goes like this. Now that the beat is all done, all the steps are pieced together, and I showed you the process of how I made my turn. I could show you how the beat sounds right now, but you can do that yourself. I'm going to leave a link in the description to where you can hear my song. Don't forget to share this video, subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you think of the track. Let me know if you like this video, if you want me to do more, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.